Hey everyone, I'm your host, Paul the Sound Guy, product specialist at Shure, and we're going to be in the studio today to show you some different ways for miking the piano for both recording and live sound. The piano is a large and complex instrument with a full frequency range, so it can be hard to know where to start. How we mic the piano can depend on who's playing it, the style of music it's being used in, whether it's a feature or not, and where it's being used, on the stage or in the studio. Now, if you ask 10 audio engineers how to mic the piano, you're going to get 10 different answers. We're going to narrow it down to a few different ways to mic the piano and hopefully show you something new. Let's get to it. We're going to start outside the piano and work our way in, so we'll start with the BLUMLEIN stereo technique. This is similar to an XY configuration, but we're using bidirectional or figure 8 microphone patterns instead of cardioid. This gives us greater stereo separation and some nice room ambience. We position the microphone so the capsules cross at right angles to each other, as close to each other as possible, and with the front overlap pointed toward the piano. We positioned our microphones a few feet away from the piano and above the floor. This is a great recording position if you have a nice sounding room and want a full piano sound for that solo piano or classical style. Another common position is a spaced pair of cardioid microphones just outside the bend of the piano, pointed toward the lid. We added a slight angle to the microphones away from each other toward the high and low strings of the piano. This is another great recording position for solo or feature piano, getting a big full sound with less room ambience. The Midway position is a great addition that I had never tried before and comes to us from our recording engineer Dave Martin, who recorded a lot of piano in Nashville and here at Sweetwater Studios. The first cardioid condenser is positioned just behind and above the high strings, while the second condenser is positioned where the bass strings cross the lower mid strings. This position gives you enhanced low frequencies with more attack from the upper hammers and a wide stereo image. Great for capturing a contemporary piano sound that works in a variety of applications. If you really want to cut through the mix, placing a spaced pair of cardioid condensers just behind and above the hammers, about 12 to 15 inches apart, gives you a wider, louder, and more percussive sound that blends in great with a plethora of instruments. This is a common approach for both recording and live sound. Now for live sound purposes, we want a full sound that will cut through the mix but also not feed back in our stage monitors. We have a trick for that. A common approach is placing a pair of small diaphragm or large diaphragm condensers closer to the hammers, either on stands or sometimes we'll create a bridge across the support beams with gaff tape. We put a pair of SM137s over the hammers using the Shure stereo bar. This is our full sound that we're going to use for our house mix as well as recording and broadcast. Then we position an SM58 above one of the sound holes. This is for our fold-back stage monitors. We get the meat of the piano that we need for the stage without worrying about it feeding back. Here's the SM58 and the SM137s by themselves, and then we blended them together just because. We had some extra time, so we decided to experiment with a pair of Beta 181C cardioid mics on a pair of magnet bases placed in our midway position with the piano lid on the short stick, and then with the piano lid closed. This can be a great alternative if you have a louder stage and want to isolate the piano a bit more. Check it out. Thanks for watching. As always, find a good starting place for your microphone and your instrument, put on some headphones or listen back on monitors, move the mic around, find the best place for the microphone or swap out to a different microphone to get the sound that you're looking for. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again next time.